It rained in my head for months, but now, look at the flowers. That's gonna be the quote and the topic for today's video. Because as a different way of saying this quote says, after the storm comes the sun, we need to value that rain. We need to value those hectic moments in our lives in order to enjoy the sun and the flowers. So without further talking, let's hop into it. So I love this quote. I feel like it's a different approach for after the storm comes the sun, because after the storm, after all the rain, flowers start to flourish, start to, the gardens look beautiful, so it's a way of saying that all those hard times, they always teach us and they make us a better person. When you go through a rough time, say you go through a bad friendship, a bad relationship, from that bad relationship, you'll learn so many different things about yourself, about how what are the things that you like, what are the things that you don't like. Maybe in that relationship, they treated you badly. And so after it, you learn to love yourself and you start to flourish. Maybe, there are so many situations, but the point being that after those rough situations, you come out better. So they're always important. When we are in those situations, we always just think about the negative side. We always think, why is this happening to me? We look at other people and we think, they're so happy. Why am I in this? Why are other people happy? And I'm going through this. We start to question everything. We start to just think, why am I in this? Why? But the big why is because life is trying to get you into something better. And you need to always keep that in mind for yourself, because it's the only way to get through it. If you keep thinking the bad things, if you keep thinking, I hate my life, I hate this, I don't like this, why is this happening to me? And, all those things, you're going to get stuck there. Like, you need to think outside your body. You need to, as if somebody else is talking to you. I like to do this with myself, where I feel like I have a little voice inside my head that is more mature, that is like somebody that reassures me in the bad moments and always tries to keep me calm, tries to, help me go through things. And so you need to try to figure out how to have that voice inside your head, where whenever you're in bad moments in your life, that little voice tells you to keep calm, to remember. You need to remember that after the tunnel, there's a light. And even though you don't see it, when we are in those dark moments, we forget that if we keep advancing, eventually we're going to be seeing a light. But we forget that. So we think that we're just going to be in the dark forever. But that's not possible. Life keeps going. And it's up to you how long it's going to take for you to find that light. If you just stay stuck there and you just refuse to advance, you refuse to see what life is trying to teach you, you just decide to accept that you're in this darkness and you're not going to get out of it, you're not going to get out of it. That's as simple as that. If you don't want to get out of it, you're not going to get out of it. Okay, that's a lot of get out of it. But it's always up to you. So if you decide to remember that there's a lesson in that bad situation, that eventually all of it is going to end, it will come. It may come faster than you think because you know it's going to come. So you keep going instead of staying stuck. And that's important. That's just very important. You must give yourself hope. You must think about how amazing it's going to be when you get out of it. You must think, okay, so when this is all over, I'm going to be stronger. I'm going to be more powerful. I'm going to be more confident. All those things. Because nothing bad happens to us without it making us better. So if you're going through an emotional thing, you need to work on it. You need to take action into it. And that's how you keep moving. And that's how you eventually see the light at the end of the tunnel. And then that's how you get your flowers after the rain. And then you're proud of yourself. And then you're happy. And then you value that happiness because you went through the hard work. You went through that dark time. And look at you now, as Selena Gomez said that time. So it makes life balanced. Because if you're always happy, it kind of loses the meaning of happiness. Just like when you're in school and you're thinking, oh my God, I want to be on vacation. But then your holidays come and you maybe go for a couple of days, weeks, whatever. You do fun things, but then the routine of not doing anything, it starts to get to you. And then you start to miss when you had a routine, when you went to school or when you went to work. And you start to miss it because you had a structured life and you had a purpose, and now you're just home and you have nothing to do and you're bored and everything, It's just like that. If you have a lot of happiness, at some point you're gonna get tired of it and you're not gonna value it. So that's when the hard moments come in, because they make us value the happiness and they make us enjoy it more. So life is made of balance, and that's the beauty of it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I got to change a little bit your mind about how to see those bad moments. I hope if you're going through some hard times, I hope you can motivate yourself, because that's the thing. You only have yourself. And external people might try to cheer you up, might try to motivate you, but eventually if it doesn't come from you, it's not going to happen, So keep that in mind for yourself. Give yourself that hope and keep going, because I know that you can do it, because literally everyone can do it. You just have to find it in yourself to pull yourself out of this bad situation. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.